The Guthoo Youth Summit evolved from research that we'd previously done in the stages beforehand. So there was a stage one where we used art therapy and yarning to actually ask the kids what their experiences were in Kalgoorlie, what life was like, what their perceptions were, what their aspirations for the future were, and what did they need for that future, and what were the barriers and protective factors to services in Kalgoorlie. So out of that, the kids used art to determine those answers, and I interviewed them using videos, and then I pulled out the common themes and I developed a survey called the Guthoo survey. And out of that survey, we piloted it with about 25% of the population up here. We analysed that data, and that was the data that the kids interpreted for the summit. And then beyond that pilot data, we refined the instrument, and we've been in a full-scale study ever since, running alongside the Youth Summit.
The reason why I wanted to get involved was I always feel like I want to help my community, and this project, when Cheryl told me about what it was to do to give the young people a voice in the community on their needs and desires, I thought I could be of value there, you know, to help these kids to be able to speak and say what needed to be said in a clear way that people would understand them.
My favourite thing about the summit is having to play with all the videos, like add it to all the videos and ride the motorbikes, filming and all that. Yeah, that's my favourite thing about the summit. And trying to get the word out to the people. We can get messages out there.
This was the first time. We normally do it at school with the iPads and all that, but we never use gear like headphones and all that. Felt like I was on TV. I thought I was going to show all Australia.
They were interested in the camera work, the behind scenes. So there's a lot of different aspects during the whole summit that they were interested in. So it helps our kids to express themselves. I became a kinship champion through Koya's Aboriginal Corporation. I was approached by Rowena and also Cheryl herself. With Aboriginal kids, it takes a while for them to warm up to what's going on, so you got to be patient with them. They won't tell you straight away. You got to build that relationship with them. So once you start building that relationship with them, they start opening up more, and you find how interesting their views are from their youth point of view, especially in this day and age. So becoming a kinship champion for the children I had, I guess it was pretty privileged.
The idea about giving the kids the lens or the camera or the iPads or the equipment was to enable them to grow beyond being a person who gave research the data, if you know what I mean. So I wanted them to interpret that data, but I also wanted them to capacity build their skills and their talents and their strengths. A lot of those kids were quite talented at a number of things. We just need to give them the platform to do it, and the summit, working behind the scenes, was the perfect place for them to do it, and they did do it. So getting behind the camera and working out how to edit, figuring out their sound, where the storyline was going to go, be the MC, whatever it may be, for them to go into a different space and a different place to showcase their talents that they didn't think they really had, but they did have it.
I was really taken back by their stories and just getting to know them personally. I'm trying to think how to say it, you know, Ash, in a sentence. It was like, I don't know. Everything that affects us, it only makes us stronger. So these kids need to see that. Whatever they're going through now in their life, use that to build yourself further. And I really liked one of the good things a couple of the kids said, you know, they have hope and they have a future. So it was good to hear them say that, even though I saw where they lived and their homes, and I thought, oh, you know, the hopelessness around them, they still saw hope.
It's not a free will. You got to work You got to work to get where you want to get, and it's really hard too. It's really hard, and yeah, just put it out there. Not to be like lazy, you know, sitting around or on Centrelink. Like be a real hard worker where you be a leader. Like Pop now, he's a leader, and I look up to my Pop too.
His father here too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, my dad is there too.
Yeah.
He come watch, see me MC, because I never been to MC before. Yeah, Pop says there's nothing to be afraid of. He says there's nothing to be afraid of. So all the mob, they're just like you know? They got hands like you, they got a heart like you know? Just like you.
I am proud to now call upon my grandfather, Mr. Obi Lynch, to welcome to country.
Good evening, everybody. I'm used to this sort of do when something like this on. Tonight, I'm here just to see how the young people can operate here this evening. Of course, you know, the young bloke that's
What Kyle's done, he was looked to as a leader in the group because he was the oldest male there, and he stuck around even though his peers had, you know, sort of fossiled out of the project. He stuck through it all, and then not only that, he led, you know, in a way which was it was impressive for me to see that, and it gave me hope for the future, you know. It means that these young kids that are coming up, they are going to be able to step up. There's not this hopelessness that people try and put out there. They're ready to take that leadership role.
We're running a race. First, second, and third to get a prize for them. Everything based around three. So Aboriginal people have got three.
Hopefully I get a lot of confidence, so maybe I can be on stage more often, and I'll be an MC, you know. I can be like, what if I'll be like Pop then, you know. Pop, he do Welcome to the Country, he do this, you know. I'll be like him then, if I could be on stage more often, you know, get to like talk to a lot of people. Yeah, makes me very proud, and you know, makes me feel kind of, yeah, special. It makes me feel really special.
Give them a big hand, everybody.